Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we will discuss about a very interesting problem. That's name is guessing game. That's name is guessing game. Okay, in into that portion. Now let us discuss about that problem statement. So in this statement, Alice and Bob both have to drink water, but they both don't want to go. So they will play a game to decide who will fetch water for both of them. Alice will choose Alice will choose a number randomly between 1 and n. Okay, both are inclusive. And Bob will choose a number between 1 and m. Both are inclusive. Okay, so both will play, both will write their number on slip of paper. If sum of number chosen by both is odd, then Alice will go. Otherwise, Bob will go. Okay, so what is the probability that Alice will go? I will recap this problem. Let us discuss into it. Suppose of that I am just write that Alice will denote by A. Alice will denote by A, like Alice, and Bob will denote by B. I hope this might be understand. Okay. Now they play a game and they have a number between. They can choose the number between 1 to n. Both are inclusive. Okay. And Bob will also choose a number between 1 to m. Both are inclusive. So it will written on the number into that a slip of the paper. Like Alice will choose between 1 to n, like n, and Bob will choose a number between 1 to m, like m, and both and their sum. If their sum is odd, if their sum is odd, at that case, Alice will go for the water for both of them. If that the number is even, then at that time Bob will go. I hope you all understood that problem statement. What does it say? Okay, now we will discuss about that test cases. Suppose of that Bob, suppose of that Alice have only a number one, and Bob have also one. Okay, so now at this case, in this case, they have only choose a number one by Alice. Okay, and Bob will also only one number chosen by Bob. Okay, so their sum is equal to 2, which is even. So at this case, Alice does not pick the water. It is impossible. Alice have no chance to get that water. So their probability will 0 by 1. I hope you all understood this problem, this test cases. Okay, because of that, in this case, have only a one case, and Bob will no go for that water. Okay, now discuss about that another test cases. Suppose of that Alice have and one which is chosen by that number one, and Bob have M have a two. That Bob will choose between 1 to 2. Okay, so now that Alice will choose a number one, and Bob will choose that number also one at this time, because Bob have a two chance, one or two. Bob maybe pick a Bob maybe pick a one or either a two. Bob have a chance. Suppose of that Alice will pick only a one and Bob maybe pick one. Okay. Now another test. Now another case is Alice will pick one and Bob will pick two. So now in this case, their sum is even and their sum is odd. I hope it is good. So the the probability between Alice and Bob, each each of the probability will half. So Alice will go for the water. The probability of the for going the water is half. I hope you all are understood very well. Okay. So the probability of Alice will go for the water is 1 by 2, which is half. Okay. Now discuss about that another test cases. Suppose of that Alice have a number 2 and Bob have a number 4. Suppose of that both number are even. In this case, like we will again draw the matrix. Like if Alice choose one and Bob will choose also one. If Alice choose one and Bob will choose two. If Alice choose one, so now we will draw the matrix between 1 to n to m. Okay. Now we will discuss that 2 comma 1 2 comma 2. Okay, 2 comma 3 and 2 comma 4. So now in this case they have a 8 pairs of the of this combination. Like we can easily understand that there there are 8 pairs n into m pairs having in it. So both are even. So now n into m will be 8. Because of that 2 into 4 is equal to 8. Okay. So their sum is even, their sum is odd, their sum is also even. You can check it. Their sum is odd, their sum is even, and their sum is odd. Their their sum is sorry, uh, my mistake, my mistake. Their sum is odd, and their sum is even. Their sum is also odd. Their sum is even. So in these cases, when both having a number even, then their probability of an odd, the probability of an odd is half. Now we will check it. 1 sorry, 1 2 3 4. Okay, so there are the 4 cases from the 8 which is odd. Then Alice will go, which is odd. Then Alice will go, and 4 cases where when their sum is even, then Bob will go. So the probability will Alice go for the water is again half. When both are even, when n into m are even, when n into m are even. I hope you all understood very well. N into m is equal to that even. Now again we will discuss about when n is odd, like n is equal to that 3 and m is equal to that 5. Now they have both are odd, so their multiplication, so the number of pairs, their number of pairs will make that 15. 3 into 5. Okay, 15 pairs. Now we will discuss 1 comma 1. Suppose of that Bob and Alice will choose also 1, and 1 comma 2. Okay, I hope you all understood these test cases like 1 comma 3 and 1 comma 4. Now 1 comma 5. Again, like 2 comma 1, 2 comma 2, and 2 comma 2 comma 4, 2 comma 5. 3 comma 1, 3 comma 2, 3 comma 3, 3 comma 4, and 3 comma 5. Okay, so now there are the 15 number of pairs of this according to this given condition. Okay, so now we will discuss about that number of odd and even pair. This is even, their their sum is even, their sum is odd, 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 and their sum is even, their sum is odd, their sum is even. I hope you all understood very well. So, at in this condition, when we will count that number of even and odd, which will make it like 1, number of even 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So number of pair is 8. So number of even pair is equal to 8, and number of odd pair is equal to that 7. Because of that, 8 plus 7 is equal to 15. I hope you all understood. So now, in this condition, in this condition, probability of Alice will go for the water will be 7 divided by 15. I hope you all are understood this problem statement. Okay, so now we will discuss about that coding implementation. Okay, so now the long will be decided by, because of that test cases. There are so many test cases like 10 to the power 5. So at this condition we will take that long period. Okay, and we will get that input by the user, and now we will get that n into m, N belong to that Alice and M for that Bob. So this is maybe also number of input is so large, so that's why we will get that N into M. Now we will multiplication of this N into M to get that. Now again we will check about that a base cases. This is our base case. When when our both N into M is is one is one, then the Alice will pick that water. There is a no chance. Okay, there is a no chance. Again, we will discuss about that. If that number is even, if their multiplication is even, then their probability is half. Now now we have to discuss at that time when both are when both are even. Okay, so our probability will be getting that 1 by 2. Now we will discuss that here, just like it. Our resultant and our result is 1 by 2. Okay, now there is a chance when we will get that multiply divided by 2. That's how we will get this number. How we will get this number? Because of that, 8 into 8 plus 7 is equal to 15. So their half is already already we will get that 7. Okay, so 15 divided by 2, and 15 divided by 2, so the integer part is 7. I hope you all are understood, all are aware about this. Okay, so we will print this k divided by multiply. Because of that, 7 divided by 15 when Alice will go for the water. When Alice will go for the water. I hope you all understood. Okay, now we will run it. uh, so we will get that our output is okay. And this coding implementation in C++. Now we will discuss about that Java for the Java coding. So they have a scanner for the input. We have to be same number of the multiplication and to M, and print of this number 0 by 1 for the base case. And again, if the multiplication is even, then their part is 1 by 2. Otherwise, k multiplied divided by 2. I hope you all understood. Now again we have to rerun it. So this is also a fine. I hope you all are understood very well. If you have any type of doubt, so please comment on my channel. Please like my video. Please subscribe my channel. Thank you.